Long time ago the South Slavic pantheon was populated with various creatures which roamed between the gods and the humans. They inhabited the vast and wild regions of the Balkan Peninsula. These creatures looked like a mix between humans and wild animals, or they looked like worms, or they shifted their shape if someone noticed them. In ancient times, most of these creatures were feminine, as the forces of nature are seen coming from Mother Earth. As the centuries went by, some of these female creatures got called out as demons or became fairies in the eyes of the humans. The South Slavic female demons can be both beneficial and harmful to humans at the same time. This depends on how they feel. They are described by those lucky few humans who have encountered them somewhere on the mountain top, or near a lake, as beautiful long-haired women. Those who are young and beautiful are often seen dressed in white or green. Those who are old and mean towards humans are described as old and ugly women, and likewise, they are dressed in black. Sometimes people mistake them for some village women who take a stroll in nature. But the careful observer will notice something odd about them: they have hoofs instead of feet. Or they have a strange light in their eyes. One should avoid them because even if they are good-humored they can swiftly turn and become evil. One never knows what they bring with them: an illness, a curse, or a blessing. They can tell if there is a hidden treasure somewhere near your house. People divide them according to what they can do to humans and according to where they usually roam. The blind Angelia comes as a wind. She has no eyes and destroys everything on her way. On her path she can leave an illness to a household or a village where she just went through. Tshuma bring fever. She is imagined as a shabby old woman, dressed in rags. The Babetse usually go as three, and they pick houses where birth has been given because they like to attack a young mother who just gave birth and her baby. The Babetse contaminate them with fever, hence it is unwise for a woman who just gave birth to leave the house for 40 days or to receive any visits during those days. Mora comes during the night and attacks the sleeper. She is a long-haired woman, dressed in black, and brings nightmares. Baba Rogwa is similar, but instead coming in the dreams of a sleeper she hides under the bed or behind the furniture. She likes to pester small children, and it is believed that she has one horn growing in the middle of her forehead. She hatches her offspring from under her armpit. Kikimora is a tiny woman who lives under the fireplace. Her targets are the untidy housewives. Kikimora likes order in the kitchen and cleanness in the house. If she finds a kitchen in disorder, unwashed dishes, or dirty clothes on the floor, she will punish the owner of the house. Kikimora will spoil the food, make someone's favorite piece of clothing disappear. She will break dishes or just throw everything down from the counter. Some of these female demons can foretell the future of the region or of an individual. They are called Sujie according to the word Saudba, which means destiny. They go around in three, and they like to visit a house with a newborn to foretell the baby's future. These creatures are considered as fairies. Fairies are not born, they sprung out from earth like mushrooms, or they hatch from pine cones. The most special fairies are the vila or the dive, and are usually described as beautiful long-haired young women are born in the flower or fruits of pear trees. They are seen as a trio who like to roam in orchards, lakes, or springs because they are attracted to humans. They are envious of humans, especially women, because they were not granted with motherhood, so they kidnap babies. The baby will grow among them until one day it becomes one of them. These creatures also like to kidnap for a short-term adult humans, good-looking young musicians. The world of humans is abundant of stories of young men, usually musicians, who ventured into the nature and got raptured by these creatures. They use these young men to entertain them, to play for them while they sing, to sing for them while they rest. He belongs to them until they get bored with him and leave him stranded somewhere near where humans live. The vila are also known for kidnapping young girls. They like to initiate these girls in their secret knowledge. And their knowledge is indeed vast. The vila know everything about medicinal plants. They know how to prepare concoctions that can heal the sick or rejuvenate the old. They know how to spell charms which can keep a curse away or attract an unfaithful husband or a lover that has fallen out of love. When the once kidnapped girls return to the world of humans, they are their initiates. They know everything what the vila have taught them. They can heal, they can foretell future, they can prepare remedy from medicinal herbs. They can communicate with them when occasion arises. Because the vila have their special days of the week, for instance they like Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. It is believed that these days are prolific to pick medicinal plants, to plant fruit trees, to speak with the fairies. They have a secret language, these sisters. As the initiated call themselves and call these creatures. The secret languages consist of spells and charms, of speaking backwards and secret signs. During a calendar year these female demons like to show themselves to the humans. The vila like particularly days around Easter. They prefer spring and summer from all seasons. And on special days they invite their human sisters to sing themselves into trance and visit them on party that is held between earth and the sky. Their human sisters then can see everything that happens in the world of fairies and tell everything about it to the humans. When the gates of the world of fairies closes, the vila still have their own places right here on earth. A beautiful, old tree in the middle of a field is usually the place where they gather. So people leave them flowers, colorful ribbons, combs and mirrors. These are the thing that the vila love. They make them happy and benevolent toward humans. It is forbidden to damage or cut down such a tree, because that act can curse the whole region and bring a lot of misfortune. Other sites that the vila like to visit are clean springs and streams. These waters are called living waters and it is believed that the water is beneficial. In old times, women from villages used to gather once a year under such a fairy tree. They would bring food and drinks and celebrate that ants, as these creatures were called affectionately. The women would invite these creatures to join them in eating and drinking, dancing and feasting. In that manner they ensured the health and longevity of all the inhabitants of their village. While in other parts of Europe female demons slowly disappeared either from nature or in a lesser degree, in human memory, the vila are still alive and well in the forests and mountains of the Balkans. People still celebrate their feasts, leave them combs, mirrors and ribbons on their trees and avoid stepping into wind circles in order not to get sick from some of the fairy illnesses. They avoid touching solitary trees and they do not tamper with waters that bear the names of these creatures. And when a baby is born, all the female relatives wait patiently 40 days before they visit the newly born. It's the custom, they say. And rightfully so. It is in the customs in which these creatures continue to live.